Right, Chief here again. Haven't done a vlog, vlog. Yeah, I call it a vlog. Haven't done a vlog for well over a year now. I mean, it's been a long time. I mean, I don't really do vlogs because I really don't know what to say most of the time. And I don't think, I don't know, it's that interesting. But that's to me anyway. But this is more of a rant, and I think it affects a lot of people who use eBay, especially from overseas, whereby they bump up the price of delivery, P&P charges, handling charges and whatever, and people put it down to, well, it's because they need to pay extra for shipping, for their costs and so forth. And, to some degree, yeah, I can live with it. But when someone quadruples the price of what they've actually paid to get things shipped, now that really pisses me off. I recently bought something on eBay. I wouldn't say what it is, and I won't say who it was from, but it was marked down as £35 postal and packaging. Now the items themselves were quite large. They're not massive, but it was still quite a large package. Okay, fair enough. Now with £35, I would expect special delivery, nicely wrapped in bubble wrap and so forth. What I got instead was an old, battered speaker box. You could tell it was more than 10 years old, the box. And they'd basically stuffed black bin bags around the edge of the box and dumped in the toys themselves in the bin bags and put them in and sealed it and sent it to me. Now the actual price that was stuck on the label was £8.95, and as I said, I paid £35 to get it shipped to me. Besides the fact that it took more than 3 weeks to arrive because it was at his mother's house. But yeah, so initially I sent the guy an email saying, right, it's been 2 weeks now, where's the package? It said it'll be with me shortly, but they're having trouble finding a box. So they might have to send it in 2 packages. And even if they sent it in 2 packages, I'll be fine with £35. And had they sent it special delivery in, adequate packaging, I wouldn't have minded so much. But yeah, the fact it was £35, cost £8.95, wrapped in bin bags and dumped in an old box, and charged me £35. Now, a lot of times you get screwed and you think, oh, fuck it, yeah. It's, money down the drain, but people do it. But no, I thought, no, not this time, no. This, it's quadruple, almost quadruple the price. And I thought, I want to email this guy and ask him to justify the cost. Now here, I've got 4 pages of emails back and forth between me and the guy. Now, I'm not going to read them word for word, I'll just give the basic gist of it. And I said, yeah, I received the package, you only paid £8.96 for postage, but you charged me £35, and I just want to know why, because I think it's slightly excessive. And I'd like to know, if you do think it is excessive, were you willing to refund any parts of the costs? And then he emailed me back probably about a few days later saying, his mum spends a heap of money on brown paper and tape, plus insurance, which puts the price up. And then he goes on to say about how the insurance basically covers for international shipping. And he goes on and on about basically how it saves money from customs when it goes through the custom fees and so forth and so forth. And he even goes on to say, right at the end of this little rant there, he goes on to say that even though he's posting within the he realises that he's posting within the UK, so the big huge email he just sent to me, he emailed me back, and after that he sent me that email, that pointless email, I left feedback for him, which was, item was perfect, however excessive, charge £8.95 cost, charge £35. To which he sent me an email back saying, hi, I explained the post and packaging costs. I'd like to ask how many items you send. And he's basically ranting on at me saying how hard it is to wrap something up, take it to the post office and send it. He only does it to avoid the custom fees and so forth and so forth. And if I think that he's making lots of money out of this, then I'm wrong. And even the way he's writing it is so text speak or chav speak or whatever, he can't even put together a proper sentence. But anyway, the gist of it is he's pissed off me because I've left him unfair feedback. Unfair because he's charged me £35, whereas it only cost him £8.95. So yeah, he's going on he's basically repeated himself twice, going on about the postage cost. And I just basically replied back to him saying, well, I'm in the same country. You could have sent it special delivery, which covers you for £2,500, and you're covered. And that was it. That's all I sent him. And he sent me a huge rant. I mean, that's basically from top to bottom there. Almost one A4 sheet, going on and on about saying how he's only covered for £40 by registered post. And maybe I didn't make myself clear about the benefits of third-party insurance. And then he goes on and on again about sending it overseas, which I don't fucking get. I'm not overseas. And he goes on to say how the reason he does this is because, this is changing from overseas now, is because he's had so many parcels tampered with. Because, and a quote, if I can find it, they're very dubious people. Postmen. Postmen are very dubious. Can't find the quote he used. By adding the insurance on within the UK, it automatically flags the parcel as high risk to be tampered with. In other words, all postmen, when they see an item as being insured, will automatically nick it. That is exactly what he's saying. If I'd gotten insurance through Royal Mail, the parcel would have to be labelled accordingly, which would increase the risk of it being tampered with. So the price you see on the stamp is simply for recorded delivery for the item of value of £40, which is correct. And it's basically saying you have made false claims on feedback. So which I've played, well, about false claims, I've got friends who are postmen, and they do not target items that are insured. That's like a hogwash. You know, there are, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's a few bad eggs, but personally myself, my friends, I know they don't do that. And even Graham the collector is, you know, a postman. And we joke about how big his collection is because of that. But we all know he's a nice guy. He would never do anything like that. But according to this guy, all postmen are crooked. To which back he replied, oh, I didn't mean all postmen. I'm just saying from experience. I'm just saying from experience that when you post something, it does go wrong, which it does. And I agree with that. And he's basically going on saying he's not making judgment on my friends and so forth. Parcels go through many people's hands. It only takes one person, by mistake or with bad intention, to cause both parties a lot of grief. Which I agree, which is why you have tracking numbers, so you can track where the hell a parcel is. Yeah, as I said, there's 4 pages on there. And it ends only with one sentence. I don't know if you can actually see that. And to which there's been no reply. Which is simply, okay, prove it. Prove your insurance costs. Prove that you have to pay an absolute fortune of 25 quid on something on eBay, you know, just to send something to me for this insurance. And yeah, that's pretty much shut the guy up. And I think it's just a piss take. You know, I couldn't sit back and let this guy get away with having a go at me, saying that I had made false accusations on his account, because of postage costs. And the thing that makes me laugh is, the star rating on eBay. It's got, 4 or 5 stars and how even on the postage costs, other people have rated him poorly in his costs. And I think, a lot of people have been affected it, but I just wanted to know from this guy, how could he justify it? And at the end of the day, after page after page after page of email, he couldn't. I asked him, final word, prove it. And he couldn't. So yeah, this is the rant over. I'll get on to the rest of the Prime reviews eventually, when I've got more time. And yeah, this is Chief logging off for now.